Spokojnie, wszystko będzie w porządku.
Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world. And yeah, you can see my shadow. I didn't shave today. Or yesterday. So we are here for some terror from the void. This is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world. A little rough or not, I'm here. And hope everybody else out there doing well. Nightmare, I hope. Yeah, exit A, exit B kind of thing. We'll keep our fingers crossed, although so far, I'm seeing everything. At least I think I'm seeing everything. I can't tell. You're the only one that'll know for sure.
What's up, Doc?
If any of your chat's not thrown up, but I went through my system.
What's up, Doc?
And checked all of the bots and everything I got in my system, and everything's turned off. I have no bots controlling, no banned words. If anybody's listening right now, now's your time to do all the bad stuff, because all my protections are, well, they've always been off because I have mods. But you know, we got a tight group here. You guys don't mess around. But welcome in, Stormaris. Good to see you, my friend. We got Hope's End in here, who actually, with the first hello, right on time, beat me on time. I was a little tardy. I filled the kitty's water bowl. I noticed it was a bit low. So I cleaned that out and refilled it. So I ran a little behind schedule today. By what, maybe a minute, maybe less than a minute. But anyway, I'm seeing vibes come through. I see a low vibe. Thank you, 𝐜𝐸acer, for a change. And then Sean Brennan, good to see you in here, 𝐜𝐸acer. And I think that's all of the chatters that are in here. I just wanted to acknowledge you all. Oh, Sean Brennan too. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And hopefully no chats get dropped today. We had a pandemic of drop chats yesterday, and so bad that some people just switched over to Twitch. Just so if they wanted to say something, they could. But today seems so far normal. Knock wood. Yeah, I better knock wood. Hey, Floki's working! He's back over here! We're cheering Floki because his chat works. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Maybe YouTube just had to have me looking at stuff to scare it into not dropping anybody's chat. Suspicious Wizard, good to see you in here. My God. Good to see you. I'm a little unshaven today, but you know, sometimes you have to come on scruffy. And fortunately, I'm small enough that if I hadn't said anything, maybe some people wouldn't have noticed. But anyway, looks like we are top of the hour, and it looks like we need to get out there and get this thing going and see what's going on. That's pretty cool seeing Suspicious Wizard in here. We've rated him a time or two, so that's kind of cool. Oh, the fashionable term is grizzled. Okay, well, we're a little grizzled today. And the only thing, because we don't have a mission queued up today like I usually like to do, but the only thing that's why I made the thumbnail the way I did and all the entry comments and titles and all. The only thing I know for certain is going to happen today, we will finish Mutoid research and we will be able to more than likely build our first Mutoid. So we shall see if anyone decides they want a Mutoid. So there you go. And then something is going on today. That's why everything's working. You're right. Too Low Vibes by Gleaser. When's the last time that happened? When is the last time that happened? I don't know. I mean, Jesus. Both of them were below 20%. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, so what we're going to do, we got, you know, we're exploring. We finished exploring here, so we're going to move on over here and search. And now we do have a crooked question mark. Those are usually positive things. We do have independent soldiers here, but I personally am not looking for immediately more soldiers because I have no aircraft to carry them around in. And the training centers in the aircraft beta and Terror from the Void, you know, the beta branch, you don't get promoted by just sitting around the base. You got to be on missions. I mean, the training centers mostly just earn SP, so you can do things like gain strength or gain speed or, you know, gain will, that kind of thing, but you do not gain levels just sitting around the base. So the only way you gain levels is out on the mission. So there you go. Oh, your last one bugged out? Oh, that's a pain. That's a pain. So far, so good here, and we're actually playing the beta. In fact, there's one thing. Now I'm glad I said I'm playing the beta. There's one thing I'm going to do, because I noticed, in fact, we might be able to tell here. Of course, I don't have the before and after numbers, but I noticed, if you take a look at the junker, will it show it here? Yeah, the ammo... Oh, I need to be reloaded. That's why. The ammo's see? Let's buy some ammo. Yeah. We now have to buy vehicle ammo in the new beta. So we will buy some minigun ammo. Oh, we will buy some of the other ammo. Okay, yeah, good. There's the other ammo. They're both fully loaded now. And there. In fact, I might as well just put the backup ammo in here so we have a few extra shots if we need to reload. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let's go back to the marketplace. I remembered I was supposed to reload before, and I didn't do that, and I forgot. But since the marketplace delivers these days... let's get down here to vehicle ammo. And there it is, Junker Minigun, Junker Vishnu. The only other ammo we can buy in here is the Armadillo. Right now, it doesn't look like the other one is available in here, but we can build that. But we can actually... Oh, this is only the Purgatory. That's right, that's right, that's right. So if I want... The other one has ammo, so I don't need to get more ammo there, but I will have them deliver that. And now they're empty, so they need to refresh so I can buy some more. There we go. I did the maintenance I had noticed that I wanted to do before we started. I kind of was looking around. Yeah, what is this realist nonsense? Buying ammo for the vehicles? The vehicles are supposed to have free unlimited ammo, aren't they? Yeah, I would need to buy the ammo. I can build that weapon at some point. I probably should get it built. Well, the thing is, unless I'm going against Pandorans with all the frickin' Umbras these days, that's when I'd want to use it. So we'd have to wait for... I probably want to build it. Let's just take a look at it, how expensive it is. And because, you know, I like fun toys on my vehicles and stuff. There it is, the Mephistopheles. Oh, look how expensive that fuel is, though. Woo, baby! This game, this beta. Oh, yeah, Magnum P. Oh, my God. So now, this isn't as great of a weapon as it used to be, because damn, that fuel's expensive. Damn, it's expensive. So, but there are Umbras out there, and there can be times where that's going to be extremely helpful to have it as an option. And since we have nothing in the production queue right now, and since I technically could afford it, let's do that. I mean, we're playing the beta for a reason.
What's up, Doc?
Yeah, and the reason we're playing the beta... Hey, Ramex! Oh my God! Welcome back! Haven't seen you in ages. Woo-hoo, baby! I've been getting blasts from the past. All of a sudden, Ramex is back. I heard from 𝐜𝐸𝐬𝐬 recently. If y'all from early in the channel, early Phoenix Point days... All these names are starting to reappear now that we're playing Phoenix Point again, and it's good to see y'all. That y'all gone into seclusion and hiding for a while, but I'm so glad to have you back. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. Okay, yeah, it's more expensive than the gun itself. I know. Yeah, what is it? Printer ink? They give you the cheap printer and then they gouge you with the ink. Ah, no. Well, you know. All we have to do is we go into the Discord for Terror from the Void. I guess I should talk this way. We go into the Discord because that's where my microphone is. We go into the Discord and we all ping Voland and go, "What's up with the cost of that fuel for the Purgatory? Holy Moses!" My good. Well, I know you were getting busy at times already, Ramex, so I figured that's all it is. But it's good of you to drop in and find a second just to say hi. I appreciate it. Now that we're live, now that we're not doing the whole recorded things anymore. So, anyway, I think I saw everybody that came in. I got a little excited there, didn't I? Yeah, the tech cost. Flaming nanites. Oh, well, yeah, it's a grenade launcher with the whatchamacallit. Yeah, it's not a, but it calls it fuel. It called it fuel. Isn't that the term it used? That's why I went with that. But it's usually a grenade launcher, I thought. Purgatory, yeah, GL, grenade launcher. So that's why it's expensive. Those grenades, when we buy them separately, are expensive, and it's a whole case full of them. That's where the cost comes from. So never mind, don't bother Voland. And by the way, it looks, no, that cost here is $319, and to build it, oh, because to build it, it's probably not a case of 4. I don't know. Let's go look. Let's compare. Where is it cheaper to build the Purgatory? Oh, no, this is the Mephistopheles. This is the flamethrower, and the Purgatory is the grenade launcher. There you go. So the grenade launcher is actually more resources, but that, yeah, so this is the flamethrower and the Purgatory, which I would have to get at the moment because we haven't researched it, is only going to be available in you-know-where. So there, I was getting confused myself. Yeah, I'm looking at different weapons. Thank you, Nightmare. You know, takes Nightmare to keep me honest here and quit getting excited and making mistakes. So here we go. We got this going here. We got this going here. We're flying there. Well, let's go and see what we find. The Waters of Life. So at Nohadra, our operatives are approached by a young woman. She is uninfected, but has been selected to be taken to the chamber of baptism and anointed with the waters of life. That is, deliberately exposed to the Pandora virus. Well, that's what Anu does. The effects of the Pandora virus will then be disrupted by the secret methods of the disciples, allowing her body to transform, but keeping her mind free. So, what's the catch? The young woman is the daughter. Oh my God, we have to encourage. We're obviously aligned with New Jericho this playthrough because, you know, we were surrounded by New Jericho when we started, and it took us forever to even find Sinedrian and Anu, for that matter. Believe it or not, I felt like the world was full of New Jericho when we started, and New Jericho only. So let's see. Kidnap and return her to her father. Well, Anu is really going to probably get us some negative stuff. We could encourage her to go home, which would also help. But since we're unblocked with New Jericho, let's get our percent. I would assume if we kidnap her and return her to her father, that would give us the most rep with New Jericho, since we've essentially lost it with these guys. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm gonna say, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, because they're so far negative. Do I want to overdo it and worry that it goes kidnap, kidnap, kidnap? Okay, we'll go that route. We're basically doing this to gain reputation with New Jericho. So we will... Werner, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you in here. We're going to kidnap her and selfishly go for more reputation with New Jericho. Wouldn't get involved. I want to get New Jericho up to 100% as quickly as we can, to be quite honest. So, Stormares, you think the negative hits from these guys is not worth it? It's true. Kidnapping is not evoking free will. Yeah, and that is more of a Phoenix Point way. Okay. I think we had every choice here. The only one that we didn't hear from anybody out there was encourage her to convert. Okay? I am going to encourage her to go back home. Just to try and gain. You know, we can at least tell... Tobias that, hey, we encouraged her to go home, but she didn't. Yeah, religious fanatics rarely evoke free will. Y'all have great points here, but we're encouraging her to go back home. In the end, we're going to encourage her to go back home. We hopefully will gain with New Jericho and hurt less with these two. Let's go. Haven leader. I saw that big number and I was like, oh, but that's just the Haven leader. Disciple Plano is a little pissed, and New Jericho, we gained. So there you go. She thinks about it, but ultimately decides to stay. Changing myself scares me, she admits, but I really think we can evolve as a species. It's the only way to survive on this planet. this crazy idea my dad has that one day everything will go back to normal. Yeah, I know he misses my mom, but the old world isn't coming back, and neither is she. And I guess neither am I. So she's going through with it. Yeah, nobody. But you gotta understand, some of us haven't played in a while. We kind of forget the exact numbers, and numbers in Terror from the Void are not exactly the same as the base game either. So there we go. So we're up to 85 with New Jericho, and that's not too bad. Yeah, we're over 25 though. Negative. Yikes. So I guess we're going to come here on our way to the crooked question mark, because you know crooked question marks usually have nice things hiding beneath. So let's head this way. I just realized that's a crooked question mark. So let's go see what's over this way. The woman chose tentacles. Yeah. Okay, here we go. And let's see what we find here.
Research complete.
All right, this is what I told you. This is the only one that I knew would happen. Mutoid genetics is complete. We have the research done. We gain 500 more mutagens. And just as, I guess I don't need to read everything here. This is a long one. So I'll scroll down for any of you that want to ever come back and you can't remember what it says, or you're new to the game and you wonder what it says. You can kind of back and forth on it. If not now, when the VOD comes out. There we go.
Internal report 77-1. Mutoid technology has successfully been integrated in existing Phoenix facilities. After dozens of attempts, we have finally succeeded. We have created the first artificially grown soldiers. Specimens are referred to as mutoids, due to the vast amount of mutagens required for their construction. Humanoid, they have the ability to learn any skill they are taught, and perfect it. Some might view them as abominations, but they may yet prove to be our salvation. A new breed of soldiers, immune to the corruption strain, with the skills of humans and Pandorans alike, created entirely out of mutagens.
Entirely out of mutagens. All right, so that was the drama there. So it looks like we're gonna potentially finish this first. So let's go finish.
A Synedrian Haven is under attack.
Oh, Synedrian Haven. We'll find out where, but some bad news, everybody. Some bad news. Many of our people are reporting feelings of depression and lethargy induced by their frequent nightmares. Sometimes it seems impossible that this war will ever end, or that humanity could win. It almost seems more realistic to just assume everything will go wrong and that any struggle is pointless. But despite these feelings, all of them keep showing up for duty. Okay, that's the psychological impact study. The best lack all conviction. We understand. Oh, baby, the oniric delirium grows stronger. Our operatives can now be afflicted with a delirium status equal, no longer 25%, but at least we've unlocked treatments. So we do want to keep some mutagens in reserve for that. So I don't want to go all out crazy with mutoids until we get a sense. Yeah. Our operatives will now be afflicted with a delirium status equal to willpower. And oh, more mist is gone, but easier to see through. So that one has cycled out, and it is going to be replaced with Haven defense ratings are higher, so they're better prepared to defend themselves. However, rewards from the Haven defense missions are lower now. So we can go on Haven defenses, but we won't make as much supplies this way. The only way we'll make supplies now is with, you know, since we have the hostile Haven defenders from the crates. That's the way we can make up for that. And Lucian, good to see you in here, my friend. They stole our money. Yeah, they're stealing our money. Well, they giveth and they taketh away, and they giveth in weird ways. So our intelligence sources within the factions report that they are mobilizing additional personnel to enhance the Haven's defense capabilities and reduce their dependence on outside help, most notably us. We have to look for other sources of resource procurement for the time being. And to keep the Synedrian dream alive, we must keep our people alive. Join the volunteer militia today. Service guarantees basic alimentary allocation. That's a notice on the public Synedrian feed. Previously expanded coverage of mist observed in affected areas has diminished. Yay! I'm glad that's gone. Its concentration has also returned to standard levels, so it's thick. Less frequent, but thick. Like pea soup. Isn't that what fog gets described as usually? Thick as pea soup or something. Operational situational awareness in areas with mist presence is back at original levels. Okay. Now, we have this. Let's go find out where it is. Oh. Well, guess what? Oh, it's the Pure.
What's up, Doc?
And it's going to be hostile defenders, though. I guess. Dave Ingraham, good to see you in here. Good to see you in here. Am I trying to impress Abaddon Tusk? That was always a weird little mission. Down that long corridor just to get that one. Yeah, I think they kind of, I can't remember if they totally took it out or if they repurposed that. Now we got some research I got to get in there. Mutation technology. I'm going to get it up and put it up there. I'm getting distracted by that Haven defense that's tempting me. We're going to keep Siren first just because we gain some supplies from it. Then I'm going to do mutation technology. That gives us a mutation lab, so we can, as soon as possible, start building our mutoids, because I think we need to have that lab before we can actually build them. Forgot about that. Forgot about that part. I was hoping we could build them today.
What's up, Doc?
But they will be close. They will be close. I guess. No, oh, where is have I not done that yet? Have I just been going right past it without thinking about it? And we got this here. No, we did. This was over here already. I did this one already. Hermes. So I thought I was going down a path, but the other ones that are over here, you're talking about Rise by Sin, Frozen, no, Time Vault, and Seeking Dr. Symes. What am I missing in that path that we haven't already done? I thought the main thing I had to do was this mission. I'm probably misunderstanding things and forgetting the flow. So I need to unlock these two first. I got to get over there and do those then real quick. Is that what you're saying? But I thought there was alternatives to that. Hermes, I thought there were multiple paths to get this stuff done, and I thought getting that done at least would be a good thing. So is that the only way to progress? Because that takes us then down to Australia, right? Or I mean Antarctica. by doing these two. Is there not an alternative path that this mod gives us? I'm obviously wrong, if this is what you're telling me. Because I did part of it. I just didn't do those two, thinking I would still not be gated behind it, but I guess... Yeah, but when does it... I was actually thinking... So we got a base infestation now, but I was thinking doing this unlocked the path without... And then, yeah, see, I'm so confused. I haven't played the mod in a while. So I need to, what you're saying is I need to come back and do these two to get the path unlocked? I see, the thing is, I don't remember what the path is now off the top off the top of my head. Oh, I don't play this as much as you. So, it's been a while since I've gotten deep into it. Every time there's a update or a little something, I play a little early game because I don't have enough time to go deep into it until I actually live stream it. So a lot of this stuff farther down the road, I just forget. Oh, 2 ancient sites. So I got one. Oh, that's a hard other way to go, though. Yeah, that sounds like a harder path to go, 𝐜𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐬. So thank you. I actually have 2 sites available. And you know what? I've never done ancient sites with this mod yet. So I have no idea how to prepare. So maybe what I need to do... Now this team isn't necessarily built to take on... I may just let this go, because Synedrian is not a huge concern for me. And I'm gonna continue. I'll just stop here and then go here, because this could be an exploration site and I need stuff. And then once I clear this out, we'll knock these 2 out real quick. We'll knock these 2 out real quick and get the progression going. Okay. So I'm gonna let this one go, just because even with the higher defense though, they're gonna fail. But oh well, it's Synedrian. And I don't need favor with them. And I think we're gonna have a lucrative potential for a lucrative thing there once we get there. So there you go. There's my decision. We're gonna explore here. And we're almost done exploring there. So did I hit no, we don't want to move. Did I hit I can't even remember if I hit explore. Okay, there. I'm focused again. Yeah, Haven rewards being reduced also. I mean, they do have crates because it's hostile defenders now. But I still, you know, if it was New Jericho, we'd do it in a heartbeat. So we're gonna just do this, then get over here for supplies that I hope, because I feel like we need them. And there you go. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, let's go see what the game's throwing at us. So I feel like not being on that path sooner, I might be a little behind the 8 ball, but hopefully we'll make up for it. And like you said, the next time we play, when the final part of this comes out, we'll be more prepared for the next playthrough too, because it'll be more recent. Okay, next entry. Okay, the Skirmisher Champion, 240 hit points, Launcher Claw Spitterhead, and let me just check the armor. Okay, the Carapace is tough. Everything else is doable. Oh, They're hefty. This guy has the weapon, spitterhead, and grenade launcher, and he looks a little more buffed up than what we're used to. 30 on the torso, 20 everywhere else, even on the spitterhead. So 20 armor isn't the end of the world, but yeah. Gains up to 25% speed and damage based on lost health. That's a nasty little perk. Okay. 230 hit points, so it's a little heftier. Movement 23. Speedy little guy for that kind of build. And then we're looking at... Oh, appreciate that. Appreciate that, Nightmare. I mean, 𝐜𝐚𝐬𝐬. I appreciate that. Because I would have... There's details like that I would have forgotten. So, we'll get it. And then, let's see, the Bane Prime, yeah. He's got the big carry. So they're all getting bulkier. That Bloodlust perk just makes them more dangerous. And what do we got here? Poison worms. Okay, you know, immune to fire. As long as we don't see the bomb launcher yet, I'm okay. Stomp attack along with fireworms, I assume. No, goo bombs! Okay, we got Goo Goo. Goo Goo has arrived. And what do we got here? A goo. Oh, this is 2 gooers. We just got 2 gooers. So we're gonna have to start dealing with goo now. And then this guy. We've now got an upgrade here. Calls reinforcements. You know we hate that. Because that probably means our Umbras are gonna be able to start calling reinforcements now, is what I'm thinking. He has the ability to restore Pandoran armor to Pandorans within 10 tiles. Or he adds armor to all Pandorans within 10 tiles. Cure Spray has the ability to remove also. Oh, he's a good one to have around if you're a Pandoran. And then, so he's more the defensive guy. He doesn't have a lot of attack increases. Yeah, see, this is not so much that, but just his call reinforcements and being able to cure people, keeping them on the field. That's what this guy does. Okay. And who's last? Another one. This was probably more offensively evolved, I would think. Yeah, goo spray. Oh, goo spray. There's going to be goo like crazy on our missions. We're going to have to keep our eyes open for that. Wait. Yeah, when I become a grandpa. Oh, goo goo gaga. We'll have the goo goo. I don't know why I said goo goo, but I did. Anyway, so Goo Spray is the big addition, plus Resurrect Corpses. Transfer all human-sized corpses within 10 tiles to Arthrons or Tritons. Yeah, there's some weird perks here with these guys now. Is this the Goo Spray? Yeah, and the Goo Spray's in their arms, which is hard to hit and take out quite often, except maybe bombing it. You get lucky with doing that. But shooting, it's very hard to take out the arms. Yeah, there's weaknesses still, but they're coming with more perks, my friends. They're coming with more perks. So we finished there. Okay, we're almost done here. Let's go take a peek. Oh! I got excited. Oh, the pure. And it is daytime. I need this. I need this right now. We don't have what I want us to have, but oh, it's the pure. And let's take a look. Let's take a look. So we gotta take a few less items. Fire won't work on the pure. A grenade could. That's not needed. I think this is how I run with you, so we have room to pick stuff up. We have the vehicle to throw stuff into. So there's that. And this and this. I'm gonna bring extra ammo, because with the pure, I will probably want to shoot a lot with the vehicle in order to wear them down with their armor and all. But then we want to keep space for the stuff we find. So there we go. Don't need that. Maybe that'll help as a distraction if we can throw some of those out here and there. And we're just going to keep you lean and mean, I guess. Except we'll have you carry a spare med kit just in case. And we'll keep everybody with at least 5 slots open. That's what I'm thinking. Now, is it better on the pure? Of course, you don't have any grenade throwing perks, so yeah, we'll take these. If they get destroyed, they get destroyed by the pure. There'll be distractions a little bit too. Feanor. That it pierces 50. I can't remember the count of how many. I don't have a spare New Jericho rifle anyway, so that's what we're gonna do. I don't need that. We're gonna give you this. I won't need spare pistol ammo. I'll keep a pistol just in case we wear down some armor. And just because it's the pure, that's the extra thing I'll carry there. Okay. Okay, that's it. That is the team that's going out. Lean and mean, small. We need to get in, get out, keep the junker. We do have Floki to keep the junker running. Especially if there's pure heavies. That could hurt. That could hurt a lot. So we're gonna have to be picky and careful about this. This could be a little challenging. We'll see if we can finagle getting all the stuff. Depends on the pure that they throw at us and what kind are thrown at us. Because this is not the most buff vehicles with 750 hit points. No extra armor. We do have Floki to repair. But getting him out of the vehicle to repair exposes him also. So we got to be smart here to make this happen. That's what I think, but we need the stuff, so we gotta do it. If I don't get it all, I don't get it all. We need to walk away from this alive and in one piece. So let's get down there and see what we're dealing with. When moving next to a low wall or obstacle, your soldier will crouch, partially protecting the body from attack. Yeah. Not the head. As we well know, not the head. Just ask Servando whenever he shows up. Not the head. Okay, and they have a tactic, and it looks like the invisible tactic. Okay. Effect disappears immediately when we kill the leader. Okay. So we have a ping. We know where one of them is. How many crates do we see? We see one far. We see two. Oh, there's one really close here too. Maybe we do that one on the way out, if we're so lucky, and then one there, one there. So right now we see one, and we do not know the type. So that probably means the leader is nearby. Or does the leader himself get invisible? Does it say that? No, this is an ally of the leader. Is what I guess is allies, because it says allies within 16 tiles are invisible. It does not say that the leader is invisible. So the leader is within 16 tiles of this guy. Okay. Well, with that in mind, I'm gonna make a move for a couple crates here. Oh, except we're so frickin' far away. I feel like, okay, Sectoid, you can make it there and open it up. And for the, well, there's a window, so if it's a sniper, you're not necessarily the safest. But have at it.
Let's go.
Since we don't know what it is, you know, if it's a sniper, oh well. Well, guess what, my friends? That's all. Well, I can use that ammo, and then which kind is this? Oh, junker ammo. Oh, for the Sonic. Well, you know, I don't have that, so we can sell it, so that's good. There's some money in that crate. Okay, and we aren't ready for anything, so I probably can move us back. I'll not move yet in case I decide to get you right on the junker.
Ready, willing, and able.
And then we don't know what kind of a shot that guy would get, but if I hide us here, it just depends on, we just don't know where they all are yet. Because if, no, but then that rock's in the way. So let's come here, so in case anything gets straight away, we got cover. And this rock looks like it would prevent that angle that scares me. So that should be okay. And that's a couple quick crates right there. And that's kind of a crappy crate. So these are not worth so much. So I think you know, maybe I take this because we have that weapon and I don't have to build ammo for it. But we don't really use the rest. Yeah, the Nurgle's Wrath. So let's leave it like that. And then, yeah, we aren't able to overwatch. We don't have a full action, so we don't know exactly where they are. Yeah, it'd be easier for them to get an. I think I stay right there, because if I run back here to try and get loaded up, yeah, I think I just stay right there, even though we can't do anything. Floki, you might as well just come here and grab what we can grab while we're here. Wow. You need to grab even more. I know I'm gonna always need those. I also want these. So, in hindsight, I should have waited and driven this over here so I could, like, transfer it right in there. Well, you got enough actions. Let's see if I can finagle that. Okay, now let's look at you. Yeah, see? There you go. Service, 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 service. All that expensive stuff there. And that. The rest is... Psh, don't take up my cargo space. That's what the rest is. Okay. Yeah, I could have, yeah, I know, but all I need to do now is get on the thing anyway. And so he can motor around. A little more effectively. Let's just see. I don't think I'm close enough. Yeah, absolutely not. So I think I just bring us over here and wait to pounce depending on what they do. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, they could too. Let's come here and just kind of see what they do and plan our next move, because there's not a lot all of us can do. Now, just in case he's a sniper, he'd be able to shoot through that window that's there. So I will move you out. Oh wait, let's do this. And then, yeah, you won't have enough actions to get on, but we'll park here instead. And next turn, you'll be able to get right on and unload your stuff and get ready. And we because we got to move. We're gonna with Pure out here. We're gonna have to keep moving and hustling to get our stuff. So we've got half of it already in just 3 crates, and there's, well, because that's half the crates. It makes sense. We got half of it. Okay. So you stay there. I think that's the safest place for you to stay until a sniper gets you. But now I don't think we're any closer to start wearing down Pure armor. So we're just gonna stay here to do the transfer with his. Yeah, there we go. Our turn's over. I'm waiting to find blips. There's a blip. We knew that blip though. Okay, we see him. We briefly saw that heavy guy. Did you? I did. It was heavy. He was a heavy. But we don't see any other blips. We heard noises, but apparently not close enough to tip us off. Okay, so I can go here to get on board, or I can offload this way, but there's only room for 3. That looks like it's the heaviest. Yeah, that is definitely the heaviest. And this is 3, this is 1. Is there anything? That weight is only 1, so let's get this back over here and that over there. So we'll be a little, we're still under encumbered for sectoid. You just can't automatically pick up too much. So we need to start shooting with our vehicle so we can reload and make some more space. Because right now, you can't. Yeah, I don't want to. We already got our stuff out of here. We may be bringing you here to Overwatch, but what we're going to do first is, well, I wonder, do we start trying to strip armor? It looks like. Yeah, we don't risk hitting the building. I don't think that's going to be an issue. So let's start trying to strip some armor off this heavy. And he's having a shield, so let's try to drop it behind his shield in a perfect world. That was maybe to the side. We'll try that same tactic. We're stripping armor. That I know is we're stripping armor. because we're hitting. He's in the circle where we're hitting, so we got to be doing some damage. And they're landing either to the side or to the back, so we should hopefully be avoiding that shield. That's my hope. That is my hope. So I think since he's the only one we know about, and I do have some ammo to reload the grenades, we just pound them. That might have been a little too far. Because of the scatter. Yeah, see, he's leaking his stuff now. But we don't know how bad off he is because we can't see him. We just do not see him. So therefore, we're going to come here to Overwatch over here. Since we're not seeing any other blips, I'm hoping we don't have the only kind we'd have to worry about by not seeing the blips is a sniper. And by coming here to Overwatch, I could put an Overwatch here. Maybe we can get it wide enough in case he would come around the rock.
Rolling out.
We just found... Oh, the leader! Oh my god, now we found the leader! Yeah! Lovely, lovely, lovely. So I can shoot and not Overwatch. Okay. Well, let's see what our shot looks like. I like the idea of having the potential to take out an arm. Yeah, typical. Come on, let's hit an arm. That's gotta help. Now, the question is, what kind of repair does he have as far... Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that a one bit either. Melee weapon proficiency. My god. What's his speed? Oh my god. Well, we did take the weapon away from him. But he's not dead. And part of me says, frickin' run away as far as you can get. He can still throw a purification grenade at us. Oh my god. Okay. This is not good. We'll move you in a second. I cannot see him. I cannot get an angle on him. Apparently, with anybody else. Well, you'd be in my way right there, but even then, it's not a very close shot to get through armor. He'd have to get closer. So my thinking is we gotta pull back, and unfortunately, you can't pull back far enough to get far enough away with that speed. You might get hammerheaded. So I'm gonna have to set up some further Overwatch and bring somebody else maybe closer with the shotgun, but not too close that he decides to throw the purification grenade instead. Yeah, the two that... Well, there are paths available to full mutation and those in this mod becoming fully augmented, just so you know. Have you ever done it yet? No, but there are paths. So I think I just have to run as far back as I can. Hope there's no other shooters that'll see me, because I could stop here, but he's gonna for sure hit me. I think I'd rather have him throw the... I don't know if I want... I don't know which way I prefer. At least I have a med kit.
Here I am.
we found another one. Where is the technician? Okay, thank goodness. Okay, so we can bring you in here. I can bring, what I may just do, although I don't like this guy standing right here. Let's hope our grenade barrage took out one of his arms too. Now he probably has other things to toss at us, perhaps. But hopefully he can't get it through that little slit of a window. I'm gonna come here, and then I'm gonna overwatch over here in case we get lucky. And I'm gonna do it with my shotty.
Not a problem. Target located.
And that feels like my best. All right. Now we see this guy. But he has a grenade. Now my hope is does he have any? See, I just want to make sure none of them have any repair ability. But he can throw a grenade. The only good thing about that grenade is it's going to be harder, and his movement sucks, to get it through that little slit to reach us. So we're gonna hold. Oh no! It froze up. Oh, mine's frozen too. And it looks like everything. So y'all can still hear me. Yeah, you see me? But I on mine, it's still spinning, and I'm just sitting there with my hand right below my chin. Okay, Twitch is back. I see it. It's all back now for me everywhere. I just had to refresh my page over there. Okay. So, did you guys miss anything critical? Well, what I did is this, in case you missed it. I can't tell exactly where it decided to skip and freeze. I moved sectoid here, and then we gained vision on this guy, and he still has a grenade. And I basically was commenting, well, his movement is 8, so he can barely move if he wants to throw the grenade. And it's going to be hard for him to get it through that little slit, so his options are limited. So what I'm thinking is, this guy's got the mallet. I'm going to sit here with the shotgun and aim it over here on Overwatch and hope somehow if he comes at us that way, we can do some damage. And then over here, I have Floki, who's going to get off for a second. Just in case we're going to end up needing him somehow. Yeah. The other thing we'll try, except this guy wouldn't shoot. These things do return fire, but the problem is he doesn't have a weapon to shoot. So all I could see about trying to throw a turret. Oh, I can get... Okay. I can throw a turret here to try and distract him. Maybe. It's worth a turret. Worth a turret to me to save a sniper. So we're going to give that a go. Okay, so we're all back. I hope it's all okay for everybody. And let's cross our fingers. Here we go. And he's out of sight, so we don't know. Okay, there's the technician. Oh, he ran the long way around. He knew where our Overwatch was. And the grenade did not work. It hit the building, like I said. Okay, so he has nothing left. He's gonna leave because he can't shoot. So let's not worry about him. So here, we gotta kill him so we can start seeing everybody all the time. And you're gonna have to take a step to do it. Well, guess what? You're gonna step right here. I don't care that he can see you. And the other one we know about is really, really far away. So we need to kill the leader. That means a reinforcement will come on. That's the only nice thing about the pure is there's less of them. They're just, you know, tough as all get out, but there's less of them. So let's come for a nice close-up shot. And this should murder the guy. Well, those legs aren't a mirage anymore, are they now? That's the way you'd expect a robot. Just to timber on over. You know what I mean? That's kind of what you would expect. Okay. Now, we have to focus back on crates with him in mind. So, technician, get back on board. And we might as well do electric reinforcement before we do it. Now, we don't know if there's turrets out there, but at least these guys won't be invisible for the time being. So I'm going to come here, so if this proves worthwhile, and it probably isn't, but yeah, because we're not close enough for grenades yet. So, and his weapon, let's take a look. Now that he's visible and we can check, he has turrets. Those can be a pain, but the weapon itself is not as scary. So, I say, let's get you guys moving. You're not over encumbered, right? No. But you have limited space to carry stuff. How far can you get? That seems like okay cover. Heading over towards these two things. Oh, we found another one. There's another technician. Oh, baby. It looks like that guy just came on already? I don't know.
Shake it, baby.
Shake it, baby. And you're done. So, there you go. And the junker, nobody's close enough for launching the things. And our passenger won't be able to get off this turn. So, what he may end up doing is putting down turrets, but let him shoot at us with the PDW, if that's what. Oh wait, we can come around. If I came around this way, Servando, yeah, because this guy's so far away. Let's bring us around this way, and then we can actually go inside here and have some protection. There we go. I like that. And our turn is done. Let's go see how these technicians react to us now that they can't hide. I'm loving that. Good to see you in here, Servando. We had a little quick drop of our stream. Yeah, I figured he'd throw out a turret. And then, you know what the smart guy did? Do you know what this guy did that was so smart? He stood next to the turret so that my grenades, if I shoot this baby, because what I'm gonna do is bring you over here. Yeah, they're all at angles, so I'm gonna bring you here to look in the crate. We don't have enough carrying capacity, so yeah, we'll just... I have just enough carrying capacity for what we find. I'm cool with that. I can always give up a grenade if we found something more worthwhile. And... Sectoid, you're just gonna come here in case we need help.
Easy enough.
Okay, so now what I'm thinking is I just forget about you for this turn. I come around the corner and we pop 3 grenades over there, hopefully destroying the turret. Now it may... Yeah, the return fire, there's a lot of stuff in the way. Even though we're tall, it may still hit us. But oh well. Oh, and by the way, lo and behold, there's another. They're coming at us with technicians, which in a way I'm happy because their guns won't do us much damage. Their turrets, if they get enough down, can be a pain in the behind. Yeah, and that he took the brunt of that one, keeping that. So we may be getting some turret shots, PDW shots. And that, this time, that took more damage. I think his shield protected him a little bit. So that's as good as it's gonna get. Where do I get the most protection? I think moving back. Okay. Sectoid, I don't think at that angle they're gonna be able to hit you, and then if he runs to shoot a PDW, I think you're okay there. Famous last words. And then we have a snipey. Can my snipey get to a position? Yeah, but the shield is up. So maybe I come over here. And I think we're fully loaded though. Yeah, well, we could trade off. Yeah, we could pick up a couple things and that's about it. Okay. I'm thinking we come here for an Overwatch over here is what we do. Do we see anybody else? No. Let me see if we can do some damage when he moves.
Nothing's getting past me.
Sectoid, stay there. We're done. There's another turret. And he hit us. And there's one less technician for this world. And we did get some hits. And the turret did too. Okay, so we are able to repair ourselves. That's the good news. Okay. Kind of thinking, can I shoot out that turret? It says no. No, because it's behind the box. If I come here, I don't know if that's good enough to hit it. I kind of feel like maybe we head over this way.
Watch out, I'm moving in.
Maybe we can pick up the 2 more things here. The vehicle could come to pick us up as long as it survives. I'm trying to think of if... I don't think a grenade's gonna take it out so much. Who's on here, and what are you carrying on your person? So you could get off and pick up the next crate. We find the time to do that. You have carrying capacity. Or if I want to keep you near the vehicle,
What's the plan?
I bring you over here. This should work, right? Yeah. Yeah. So this is the way we're going to do it. Let's go back to our technician. You're gonna load up with the lightest of stuff. What appears to be the lightest of stuff, to make room for Sectoid, who I'd rather have out running around separate from the vehicle. That's worth 5. These are worth 3. So that gives space for 4 things. Yeah, our technician isn't going to have to move much. Let's just do this so that Sectoid can now get rid of his heavy stuff. Or just stuff, period. So he has room to pick stuff up, because he's going to be the one running over here. Now, how do we get up there? There's a turret there. He panicked. Hallelujah. His turret doesn't panic, though. So I think I come here, and next turn we grab that crate. Because that should be... yeah, maybe the turret doesn't see us so much, being a low-profile kind of guy. Yeah, that turret sees us, but I don't know at that range it'll be a huge threat. And then I take... we got this, we'll have this covered. He's panicked. This guy will move up, though, and maybe put down a turret, but maybe we can get up there and back out of the way. So, it's time to drive the Junker. Yeah, the Junker is going to come over, start coming over. We got to come back around. I can't go through over here. So, I want to bring the Junker over here to where the sniper's going to pick him up. That's what I want to do. We probably won't get so many shots off. We'll come here and debate if I want to take a shot. And it doesn't look like we'll destroy it. It'll give him another shot at us. Return fire. But then he'll be able to take 2 more shots. So I'm thinking next turn we might be able to run over it. So we'll do that as we head to pick up our sniper going for the other package. And then hopefully there's no more surprise reinforcements that we haven't seen yet that ruin this plan. And then we get out of here. Then we vacate the premises. Okay, that's the plan, guys. And now that I've said all that, let me make sure I'm not missing chat or anything. Yeah, Let's see. I think because of that, I just moved right here. Yeah, I just moved right here to be behind this at least. To make it harder for him to hit me significantly. And then we should be able to reach and run over. R&R. Little R&R. Now, do you have any movements left? No. So we're done. This turn is done. Okay, he's back for next turn. And we have another technician over there. So there... Oh, he was able to get right through there. Oh, well. Well, we did block a bullet or two with those things, but... and then those two turrets, if we avoid that angle, those two turrets are useless. So let's see what we can do. Nobody's on Overwatch that I have to worry about. So we come up here real quick like, and then we jump back down, hopefully into cover. And let's see what we got. Two more. Well, we do use the shotgun. We do not have one of these weapons yet. But I guess we take the ammo. These... What's going to be more expensive? We'll take the grenade. I don't know if that's the right call, but it's what we took. And then we can come hide for a turn back here. Yeah, right there. We're gonna hide, and then you're done. Your job basically is done then after that, and we just need to get you out. That's the way I see it. Now the vehicle needs to motor on up this way. And I have good practice at running. Yes, that's, you know, when I read that about you've practiced enough, yeah, I've perfected the art of running over our own turrets. Now this guy fortunately is on the other side of this wall, so let's see. I cannot, so we're gonna be stuck here for a turn, so this guy could be a problem running around here and being able to do something. What is, does he have a grenade? Of course. Of course he has a grenade. Of course. And these guys, they could have access to us. So I think maybe what I gotta do is bring you close enough. Like here, they still may be able to shoot at you. It's PDWs. The turrets should be out of play. I hope. We see two things. They don't seem to be turrets. I'm just trying to eliminate. Well, let's scope it out and see what we see. Yeah, we don't see the turrets, so hopefully that means they don't see us. And then I'll overwatch in case they make a move for us. Then I try not to block the overwatch with the vehicle that will be rescuing us. In fact, I keep the vehicle here. Now, he may shoot us with the PDW, and we'll just have to risk that. I don't think the PDW is going to kill the vehicle. And just because we can, we do this. Yeah, which really didn't... Well, we stripped armor. We did strip armor. One grenade by itself is not going to take out the pure, let's face it. Okay. Turrets. Servanta, that's a good one. Yes, I have turret syndrome. Oh. Yeah, I was gonna... I was gonna do something, but I said, no, that wouldn't be nice. That wouldn't be nice. Okay, our turn is done. I don't need to get you out of the vehicle.
I'm here.
Because I don't think we have one... Well, we do have one action repair, but I wouldn't be able to get back on board if I wanted to. And I think we're okay. I hope. I do hope. Okay, we're done. Oh, they got electric reinforcement. That didn't help him too much. That didn't help him too much. A grenade? No, a turret. Okay. I'm cool with that. Now what's this guy do? Puts down another turret. And starts running towards us. And a heavy. That's a shame the heavy came that way, because I was thinking to angle my retreat over to this side of the map, and I won't be doing that anymore. I won't be doing that anymore. Okay, Feanor, you're gonna come right here and pick up the package.
Rolling out.
We'll sacrifice that for that. Well, we know how good that is, though. As far as cost. So, what do I give up? To take this? Maybe one of these? Yeah, wouldn't it be great if I could just pick them all up? I know it would be. What's worth more, the ammo or the med kit? Med kits have a little value to them. Well, I'm taking away the that, so I can take this. Okay, we're gonna drive right here. And you? No? Oh, I gotta go here. I was thinking I didn't see the board, but I'm a little crooked. Okay, we can move here.
I'll be right there.
And enter. The escape has started. And we're coming here, since we can't quite make it out. So we're coming here. Now the big question is, and I should have checked this first. Good, Sectoid can make it out, and he's not on Overwatch because he ran too far, showing off his little jumpy boots. So Sectoid, you leave this way. Woohoo! Sectoid makes a face at the pure and leaves. And we are gonna do this though over here, since I don't think there's an angle he'll be able to shoot us if I get out right here. We're gonna take our technician out, and he's gonna turn around and do some repairs in the field. Now, I don't think we're quite at full strength, no. So then he will next turn repair, and then we leave. And I'm counting on nobody being able to see us and hurt us. That's my hope. Let's find out. Okay, they did Overwatch now. Neural disruption. Go ahead and neurally disrupt us all you want. We're not doing any will-powered activities. And I'm gonna do...
Ready.
At least I don't think this is a will... Oh, this is a willpower. It takes will to do it. So he prevented our repair. Damn you. Okay. Let's go. This party stopped being fun. It's time for us to leave. Oh. Don't scare me with these sudden stops. That was our true parting shot. Okay, we got to level up on Floki. Good job, my man. Good job. Bayanor. Yeah, that. See, you're helping to get our guys leveled up. Doing a good job. Mentor expertise. I don't know what that last word was that I said that I meant, but let's go. I made up a word because it sounded good. Yeah, wouldn't it be great if I could pick up all the turrets? It would. That alone would have been a lot of money. That alone would have been a lot of money. Okay. So we got a lot of stuff, potential to sell here. We picked up also materials-wise stuff that we really, really needed. And replenish. There we go. Okay. So the vehicle ammo doesn't come up as replenished. We just got to remember to buy that and keep that there for us. I guess I'm just going to come here because aircraft maintenance is okay. Let's do the promotion. Ooh. And you know what? Stability. That almost could make it worthwhile. But then again, no, not the way I'm using you with the vehicle and paired up with the vehicle. But boy, wouldn't stability be nice to just stand there and shoot with a sniper rifle with, if you didn't have to move, 40% accuracy, extra accuracy. So I'm not going to get rid of that option. I had pretty much ruled it out for you, Floki. But that perk alone that I forgot about would be nice. Now, do we have any new unlocked things here? Ordnance resupply. Now, the question is, instantly reload a vehicle weapon. Does that use the ammo that we're carrying, or is that like a free reload? That's what I need to find out before I pick it. So I may be heading to the Discord unless somebody here knows. In the past, no free reload. In the past, it was a free reload. Yeah, in the past, it was a free reload. Now you gotta have, to get the instant reload now, you have to, so that perk isn't worth it as much anymore. Thanks for the input, 𝐸𝐻𝐻𝐸𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻. Because it used to be, before ammo became a thing for vehicles, this was an amazing perk. Now, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Snap brace. So probably nothing else. I'm not going to pick that up right now then, because that doesn't seem all that powerful. Obviously it doesn't cost much, but then none of them do. So his so the reload, so it does save AP. So if I use this perk, The vehicle still spends AP on the reload. Now, if it saved the AP... Yeah, I see what you're saying. Spend 2 from the technician instead of 3 for the reload. Yeah. 0 AP from the vehicle. Well, it could still... It's probably still worth it then, with that in mind. I don't want to give up remote control. Amplify until the end of the turn. Gain 100% to healing. See, these could come in handy. So maybe I don't worry about that. Because that would be... That would not be... So I have 2 slots that we'll be able to use. Now, I just want to look ahead. Is there any other technician things? Well, 1, Mentor Protocol when we get there. So, yeah, those would be the 2 I pick up. I don't know that there's... See, that's Infiltrator, Assault Rifle. I just want to make sure I leave the best slots open. Yeah, Mentor Protocol. That's level 7. Ooh. This looks interesting. Characters... affected by command overlay gain remote control. Well, we already have remote control on our own. Turret vehicle. And is this remote control any better? I gotta compare. So I don't know all these. Neuralink. Yeah, we get remote control on our own, so that's not... Here's a technician. Hack enemy turrets and vehicles to... Ooh. Now there's one. I think I want more than ordnance resupply, so I'm going to keep my thing open for that. There's the one I want. I like the idea of override. Like on this mission, boy, wouldn't it have been fun. Yeah, so I like this better than the reload, because we could reload, you know, reload's still there. It's just not as cheap. So I like override now. And then Mentor Protocol. I can spend on those 2. And technically I have 3 potential slots open where I could, because I'm definitely not picking Survivor. I can't lower a technician's strength when he's got to carry all that crap. So, yeah, I'm not going to pick that now, but I will pick stability. And then I will pick... Your delirium right now is 2. We could start now. Yeah, we just got... Didn't we get the perk where we can gain up to full willpower? So... Oh, infested haven bug. Well, we do have 1 infested haven that's appeared now, so eventually that will be a thing that we'll have to test out. Unless Volan... You know, my luck is Volan will fix it right before we get there. You know that's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna be all excited about it, and then it gets fixed. Okay. Yeah, so we'll wait for some more perks to unlock before I invest there. In the meantime, how many perks will take will? That will take will points. That takes will points. That'll take will points. And that already does. So yeah, I think even though... But we have treatment now, so I can afford to now start picking this up, I think. And start giving us more willpower for some of our soldiers. Okay. So there's your promotion, Floki. There is your promotion. We're gonna fly here since we have the ability. What are we doing over here? Oh yeah, we're just gonna finish this and check out this crooked thing, because maybe we have another. I think there's a good chance that we have another scavenge mission here, as a matter of fact. So here we're flying. Yeah, okay, we're all set to go. We're gonna explore. Personnel is blinking. Oh, we got more recruits. Yeah. And then heads up. Ahead. Ahead. Let's see. Our operatives have discovered a large screaming head, which appears to have grown on top of an old warehouse. The head is only vaguely human and in some ways resembles a very large pumpkin. Its eyes bulge and drip with, a viscous pus-like fluid. That would make me walk away. Stalks resembling antennae grow from its balding pate. It appears to be screaming the same word over and over, something like 𝐜𝐜𝐬𝐬 or 𝐜𝐜𝐜𝐞𝐜 in a variety of intonations. Yeah. Okay. Destroy the head, search the warehouse. Just search the warehouse. Contact disciples of Anu. Now, we'll just search the warehouse. It may be annoying and maybe we lose stamina. I don't know. But there's no need to piss off Anu any more than that. So let's just search it. Or we should head off. Ha ha ha. That sounds like Servando. We should head off. Okay, we did lose stamina. The warehouse has not been looted and contains some useful resources, but the head's incessant screaming, it's very disturbing. After a while, its effect is almost hypnotic. Okay, so let's go check the crooked question mark. Then we're heading back up to do these two things. We probably by then will travel here to travel over there. I think that path, having to head down to Australia, just sounds easier. Well, you know, maybe I'm gonna have to just buckle down and figure out how these missions work. But we're gonna unlock options is what we're gonna do after this, after we get some more supplies. Our supplies are decent. Yeah, heads are a sensitive subject with you. Yep, I'm not a good commander if you want your head protected, that's for sure. Yeah, here we go. How do you like them apples? The Manticore has landed in an open field next to rows and rows of apple trees. The buildings nearby have been abandoned. The whole place has been neglected for a while. Initial testing on the apples indicates that they are unfit for human consumption, as they have been affected by the Pandora virus. While they look normal on the outside, on the inside they contain internal organs closely resembling those of a crab. Forget the apples and search the area. Disgusting. Burn the place down. No, we'll just search for supplies. Sorry, Anu, we're not informing you. Materials and food. A nearby abandoned farmhouse contains a few things we could use. Okay. And then our other vehicle, yeah, we can explore another nearby thing. And then this can get the vehicle recharged here, but not soldiers if I need stamina, which is starting to go down a little. So we'll search a little longer. We'll do another search here, then maybe I'll do this one and work back up here so we can get all recharged. By then we'll need it. That's what I'm thinking. The good thing is if we need to get to Antarctica, we're starting to slowly, maybe potentially get a path. So at least we have a potential path down there. So let's come here with you. And then over here. Yeah, we'll do this one, like I said. And then we will come back up here, knock these two out to progress the story that we need progressed. Okay. And I did pick Explore, right? I just wanted to make sure.
Research complete.
Siren Autopsy is done. We gained those supplies. I do have the ability, if I needed to or wanted to build extra aircraft. If I want a third aircraft, we could spend it on that. I will need more research, but let's see what this unlocks. Oh, that's probably that slam strike, right? Yeah, the slam strike. Well, we'll put it in the queue, but I'm not going to rush it. We're going to finish the mutation technology now, so we have the ability to build mutoids for whatever purpose we decide to use them for. And then that's there. What are we doing here? We're almost there. We'll explore. Whispers. Phoenix, Central America. A rogue Cenedrian mercenary has approached us with an interesting offer. He claims to have a recording of a secret communication between Subject 24 and the leaders of the Malthusian faction, and is willing to sell it to... Oh my god. No. I'm not going to pay 250 materials for that. That probably unlocks that mission. Yeah, pay it. Okay, well, fortunately we can afford it. Guided by whispers. Yeah, a rogue Cenedrian mercenary has approached us and it unlocked that. That's what I was...
Mikhail. Your betrayal of Cenedrian will bring benefits to both of us. The Malthusian faction never belonging with those deluded idealists anyway. Like the Phoenix Project, they cannot understand the true horrors. The horrors of the world because they've never seen it. The misguided dreams they surround themselves with are dangerous, leading humanity to a dead end. For the sake of the future, they must be exterminated. Exterminated! Again and again and again. You, though, have shown us that you have what it takes to begin anew. It's almost impressive how well Cenedrian scientists have adapted New Jericho's technology. In a few months, they've achieved more than the West could in decades. And still those that lead them suffer the same fallacy as he did. They are not prepared for total conversion, abandoning flesh to embrace the machine. You have 24 hours to remove your conspirators from the research area. When we attack, all will be gunned down. Gunned down! After that, the second renaissance will begin. Beginning and end. Alpha and Omega. You'll have your chance to break from Cenedrian, and Tobias West and the other cowards will be purged away. Just don't try to cross us,
I've always
Mikhail.
loved...
If this turns out to be a trap, we'll still get the technology. And the Malthusians will be added to the extinction list.
Okay. All right, so I've always loved that mission. So yeah, thanks for reminding me. I'm thinking, okay, it does potentially unlock quicker than we might have access to it. New technology, we have cybernetics. But your comment about just drop stuff in the mission is a profit. That... You sold me. You sold me. So, there. Oh, so we haven't finished that search yet either, so I think we're gonna finish this first. It's just what I thought. Another scavenge. Now, I'm probably not gonna do this right now. I think I want to come back with a vehicle to hold more stuff. I like doing scavenges with a vehicle. So we'll come back to it. The loot goblin behavior. Yeah. You know me and stuff. Oh, look, loot. However, I want to have a vehicle with me, so because it just when you have this many soldiers, it's really hard. It just makes it easier with the vehicle in case some crates are at a distance. It's so much, and yeah, we have 2 heavies that could jet jump, yada yada yada. But the scavengers get more difficult potentially, especially if they're full of snipers. I want a little speed. I want a little speed for this one. And it'll be here when we get back. It's not like it'll disappear. So I'm thinking, let's come knock this out. I mean, get our maintenance done, then hit these 2 sites, get the story progressed, then we'll come back, pick up a vehicle, and we can get some resources. And you know, other crap's gonna happen in the meantime anyway. So that's my plan. Yeah, a rich site against scavengers, but I'd rather do it with a vehicle. I don't want to do it with just people, especially because sometimes scavengers get sniper heavy. They can. No, I haven't destroyed a lair. We haven't found a frickin' lair yet. We haven't even found. We've had a Scylla visit us where I chickened out and ran away. We have not exposed a lair yet. And we know they exist, but every time we just miss. We're not finding their stuff. We're not finding their stuff. So so maybe I should take this up here, fly back, and park it here and scan. That would find them. That would find where some things are. I know there's a lair in here. There's also a citadel in here. But I would like to find a lair. I personally don't want to do it with just people on foot. That's just me. Oh, so it doesn't reveal them until then. I do have... Yeah, I don't have Citadel research, so okay, that's all I want to know. So thanks for saving me time. But I'm gonna do these 2 to unlock that. I'm coming back with a vehicle. That's what I've decided for me. I'm coming back with a vehicle. I know my limits with this thing, and then if I look at the team on here, they're okay. I got a couple snipers, got a couple heavies, but depending on the placement of the stuff, I hate giving. Yeah. There's going to be a lot compared to the pure that we just did, which was pretty easy because there's not that many of them. There's a lot of scavengers on these, and I want a vehicle to overcome inconvenient crates and stuff that us just hoofing it can't get done. So that's my decision. I think I know my limitations, because a rich site, I want to be able to get as much of that as possible, and that's where we just have soldiers. I think our odds get enhanced with a vehicle. I truly do. So I've made my choice. But thanks for the heads up on that. I'm glad we didn't end up wasting our time with that. Epic poetry. At LWOTC, a young poet is making a name for himself. Inspired by the teachings of the Exalted, he has written an epic in verse that is part spiritual vision of the future, part guide to letting go of the old world. Despite the heavy subject matter, it's easy to read and entertaining, even humorous. Humankind's flaws are explained in ways that get loud laughs from the audiences, and there's an overall feeling of hope. The poet would like to produce a beautiful printed edition of the work as a present for the exalted. But the Haven leadership is less than enthusiastic, insisting that the only thing really worth reading is the Gospel of the Exalted. So he has turned us for help. Well, you know, if I help him, that kind of pisses leadership off and all that. I guess I could condemn this sick filth, but let's just, you know, let's not deteriorate this thing excessively more. Let's just, hey, you know, ask your own people for support. Oh, 𝐜𝐚𝐬𝐬 actually liked me for that. Not that that's going to change anything. The Phoenix Project shouldn't be getting involved in this issue, but if the people of Larak really love his poetry so much, they should force their leadership to change its ways. That's the spirit of democracy. And that's why 𝐜𝐚𝐬𝐬 liked me for it. I think I can do another search here before we head north. And what have I got over here? We're headed back there. So, okay. I'll stay here. Another haven. What the hey, we got enough maintenance. Let's see what kind of a path we get by coming down here. And how close are we? Okay. All right. I'm gonna do the aircraft maintenance and then head off to those sites. Yeah, let's just slow it down and watch so we don't waste time for aircraft maintenance.
Haven destroyed.
There goes 𝐜𝐚𝐬𝐬𝐬. And this finished. Okay, the dead past. So we got, this is where Anu seems to be a lot. Although the dead past, this, yeah, this is all Anu, but it's a picture of 𝐜𝐚𝐬𝐬𝐬. But anyway, that you who have such understanding of the stakes of the real danger that we face would fall back upon the methods of the old world. Well, it is deeply upsetting, he says. The Exalted showed us a new path, an opportunity to change ourselves. Why do you cling to a world that has already died? I don't know. Oh, is that all you gotta do? Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna see if we have a path. Yeah, it is a bit strange, but that's the base game issue. Oh wait, I think we healed. Oh no, not quite. Okay, maintenance is done. We can get back up to normal speed, and let's head right here. An injury to all. Our operatives have located an abandoned mining camp. The miners appear to have been killed not by Pandorans, but by entirely human security forces, most likely during one of the major strikes that occurred in the course of World War III. A number of the banners detailing the miners' demands are still fluttering in the breeze, the writing bleached by the sun. Very nice. Our operatives have recovered all the resources they could find. It looks like after the miners were killed, no one ever came back here. A typically meaningless tragedy of the kind human history is full of. Well, that's nice. Now I'm thinking, what do I need to build? Research lab, we get another one of those soon. I probably want another research lab since we're not getting lucky. In fact, let's I don't remember seeing an announcement with new stock, but let's check it anyway. Yeah, it's not looking good. Like there's new stuff. There's restricted bionics. Yeah, so I didn't see anything new, but I think I'll just buy one of these. Do I want to spend that money, or because then if I buy an aircraft, let me just look at my personnel. How many are actually at the base? So if I got another aircraft, I could do and I could do 3 people with a vehicle again. Get some more people out. That's a possibility. Although I'd probably want a mix of different classes than this to do that. Let's take a look at cost. Refresh my memory. Yeah, this one doesn't. Oh, there it is. It scrolled. I was gonna say usually it doesn't scroll. This one doesn't scroll as consistently as the other menus. Let's see. That would leave me 600 materials. Then we'd be going back to a lucrative scavenge. Or this would get me by for now, but if I come across and there's a down in South America, there's potential for more people. So I'd want to build another Thunderbird, I do believe. Yeah, I think I'm gonna commit to the Thunderbird. Just gives me more flexibility down the road too, I think. So let's do it. There, I did it. Y'all better be happy now. We're poor again. Okay, and we get no more path down here at the moment. So I think now is when we start working our way north, because we're going to need aircraft maintenance at some point. Satellite uplink built.
New Jericho Haven is under attack.
Where? They will protect it. And it's hostile, and it's way out of the way. It's just, yeah, it's, we got it. Thankfully, they will survive. And we got lower payoffs right now. Lower rewards, so let's let them do it since they're going to survive, and I got a mission ahead of us.
Research complete.
Okay, the mutation technology. What's this? Oh, I didn't. That's not the research I thought it was. See, I didn't need it. We could build the Mutoids now. I wasted my... I didn't read it properly. We didn't need that to build our Mutoids. We already had. That was something I didn't want to research. Shame on me. I wasted some research time. Doggone it. So we're going to continue here. Here. Ooh. Now that I got a ship, well, let's do this. You know, it would have been nice to let them do it, but I want this now since I'm doing a long-term thing. This will complete and then it'll speed up the airship completion, because right now that's too long. So there we go. And before we... Actually, we're at the end of the thing, so what I'm going to do is this. We're going to come in here in personnel. We're going to go to the Mutoid section, and we're going to actually build one. The question is, what do you all think? What kind shall we build? Or what I can do is this. I can spin the wheel. Yeah, so maybe we hold off. What I'll do is we can spin the wheel right now, see who qualifies for the next character, which is going to be a Mutoid. And then let that person, if they're not in here, then we won't build the Mutoid today. If that person is in here that wants the Mutoid, we can then and I know, Nightmare, you had said something at the beginning. Well, let somebody who leave the Mutoids for people who have died. Well, people who have died have the chance. There's always a chance that they reappear, because Terror from the Void has a method where those that die can come back. You know, there's the whole Revenant line of events, and potentially we can get that character back. I'm not saying it's guaranteed or easy, but that's why when you gave that method as a contingency for viewer characters who perish, my thinking is we already technically have a contingency for that if somebody dies, where it's the whole Revenant line of stuff. Well, it's part of the story, and it's a perk, and if they do get to come back, they're amazing. Yes, my death was greatly exaggerated. But if they do we manage to go through the process and they get to come back, it's really cool. It's really cool if you can get it to work out. But you know me, I don't know that I can get it to work out. So I'm gonna do this, and then if the person I spin doesn't want it, ultimately, if they're not here and they tell me after the fact, I don't want to be the Mutoid, then we'll leave them unnamed. I'll put that person back on the wheel, and we move on, or I'll open it up for who would like to be a Mutoid, and if I get too many colors, I'll make a separate wheel for the Mutoid. That kind of a thing, for those that don't already have a character. So that's the way we're going to do it. So I'm not going to create it and choose the class. I'll let the person who gets the Mutoid, so they can personalize it. And your open season in future lives. Well, that's just the early part of it. And it's, yeah, it's only, well, they'll see when it happens. So yeah, I think we can do that. I'm going to spin for who's on the wheel now. And if they don't want it, I can put them back on the wheel. Damn, are the fins. You. So let's go here. I'm going to spin the wheel. And if any of you who win decide you do not want to be a Mutoid, then just tell me, and I'll put you back on the wheel for future spins. But if you do want a Mutoid, we'll talk offline in between in the Discord or however you want to contact, and then we'll build the Mutoid to your specifications next time. Something like that. Since we're kind of at the end of the broadcast, let's do it. Let's spin the spinner and see what we got. Here we go. Well, Servando, you're gonna have to let me know if this is something you're interested in, since I know you're in here. At least we spun somebody who's in here. But if you don't want the person, we'll keep you in here. So it's up to you. It's going to be your call. I don't know. What's up, Doc? Who just came in here? Oh, Carlos! Good to see you. A little late, but you made it. Oh, Servando. Ooh. Are you tempted with a Mutoid? Are you now? Are you now? Yeah, it sounds like you might be tempted. If you want my opinion, sounds like you might be tempted. So let's go back into the game and let you take a peek here. How about we do that? Okay, so we're as far as the mutations, we'll have to I don't think this is going to show everything. We're going to have to go. I'm going to have to look at I'm gonna have to look in the wiki thing and talk to people in the Discord to refresh my memory on all the perks. I know abilities, not classes. It depends, and if I start picking them now, then we can't go back. You know what I mean? So we can chat offline in the Phoenix Point channel, and then I'll make sure and get the info off their Discord if I need to. But if I start choosing it here, then it's too late. Oh, Pandoran autopsies. So they don't really... So we have to unlock with different... Oh, I see. They don't unlock until... Ah... Yeah, you can pick a class and their other Mutoid abilities. We got to do more autopsies and capture more things than we've captured already. So that prioritizes our autopsies now, the couple that we have the ability to do to unlock perks for your guy. So yeah, so what we'll do is we'll talk offline rather than keep everybody here, but we'll talk offline on the class you want, and then we'll take a look at what some of the things we have to capture to unlock the perks you want, and we'll kind of get a clear picture for you. We'll get a clear picture for you, and so you know what we got to do, and if you're fine with it, okay? So with that in mind, everybody, I hope you enjoyed the mission. We had a successful whatchamacallit scavenge. We got another scavenge lined up once I do a couple quick sites to advance the story, and we'll come back next time and see what breaks. So, well, I gotta pick, don't I have to pick a class to get it going? What do you mean, all right. Anyway, we'll come back and we'll talk about this offline and get it figured out, Servando. You won. I won't take your name off the wheel yet in case you just change your mind and all that good stuff. But we have until our next broadcast, which will actually give us time to talk this over. So, oh, additional weapon proficiency. I get it. I get it. Okay. See, it's been a while since I've made a Mutoid too, let alone Terror from the Void, so we'll come back. So thank you everybody for hanging out with us today. Just like you, I'm learning a lot too. It's nice of Returmies to come in here because he knows the game better than anybody I know. And there's a couple other people that know it pretty well in the Discord over there. But Etermes is the one I know the best. So appreciate you coming in here and checking us out. Etermes does his own live streams. If you need to see more of Terror from the Void, take a look. He's got some completed playthroughs with different focuses, different things, and he limits himself in different ways. He's good enough to be able to do that. I'm just trying to feed my, get my way through this thing and feed my love for the game and get back into it again after some time off with all these other games we've played. So there you go. So thank you, 𝐜𝐚𝐬𝐬, and go check out his channel if you have a chance. Do you stream on Twitch, 𝐜𝐚𝐬𝐬, or YouTube? What is your primary place where you stream? I can't remember off the top of my head. Or do you? I think it's Twitch. But anyway, yeah, with Nightmare and 𝐜𝐚𝐬𝐬's advice, you're right. Assuming I actually read their advice. I thought I did better today. Whiny me. All right. Thank you, everybody. Oh, only in YouTube? Okay, I couldn't remember. So you can look up 𝐜𝐚𝐬𝐬's on YouTube. You can also get links to his playthroughs in the Terror from the Void Discord. He posts a lot of stuff there. And so if you don't know where to find him, go check him out over there and find his streams through that. Or just Google YouTube or search YouTube. All right, thanks everybody. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And I do hope to see y'all next time. Now remember, tomorrow is Long War. We finished our alien base assault, and we don't know what the future holds for us. Hopefully good things. And so join us tomorrow if you can. Otherwise, we'll be back next week for some more Terror from the Void. Keep a look on the schedule when I update the schedule. And those on Twitch, don't leave yet. We are going to raid somebody.